getting out of bed to fucking calisthenics. It's gonna
Are
be
we rolling?
It's gonna be a calisthenic.
All right.
We're not getting to the plural.
All right, guys, we are back. Welcome back to the Ready Set Blow podcast, episode 302. Got my homeboy Chris Cope.
What's up, buddy?
It probably lives amongst. It's probably the funniest house in the city.
Los Angeles?
Yeah.
Yeah, when I'm in it. No. We're all very funny men.
Yeah, no.
There we go. Sorry.
He lives.
better?
I mean, I don't.
How does it sound?
All right.
Yeah?
We got an engineer working on it. I'm not a professional. He is a professional.
None of us are really.
No. Do you ever worry about that? Like one day you're gonna wake up and the world's gonna realize, like, what the fuck are we doing paying this guy to talk shit?
I mean, they haven't figured it out yet. So I'll say nothing to nobody. Don't you say nothing.
Jeff says that at the end of the weekends, he'll be like, "We got away with it again.
Yeah, man.
We did it again.
I'm in a racket.
We fooled them."
I'm an organ grinder with my vote. I don't have to pay a monkey. I just walk up there. I'm the monkey. It's fun, man. I don't know. It beats having a real job.
No shit. What'd you do before you got into comedy?
I worked at a porn shop in my early 20s. I ran a non-for-profit out of my apartment for a while.
That sounds like a scam.
Oh, no. I mean, when I say non-for-profit,
Oh, yeah. You were a televangelist out of your apartment?
Yeah, I was a botanist of sorts. That's plants. Right?
I like you call it a non-for-profit. What happened? Well, I smoked the profit.
Yeah. No, there's profit. I just... This wall's got ears. You know, so we're recording, yeah.
You worked in a porn shop?
Yeah, my early 20s. Yeah, man.
How'd you get into that?
One of my best friends from high school, still my best friends, she was working there, and she knew I was a degenerate that wasn't really grossed out by much. Because on top of it just being a porn shop, we also had a theater.
You had an old school, and this is down in Florida. You're from Florida, right?
Yeah, it's in the middle of nowhere.
What part of Florida?
Right outside of Gainesville, Florida.
Okay, so this is not. It's not like you were in Times Square where this is a popular.
No,
thing.
You were pun intended. It's off the beaten path.
That's what I'm saying. It's a porn shop in the country.
Yeah, I mean, it was in a town called Orange Heights, which technically doesn't really. It's a stoplight. That's the town.
More churches than people.
Well, yeah, there's one church. I don't know how many people are there, but we were like 200 yards away too. The only reason why we never got really in trouble was because there was a boat ramp about 2 miles down the road from where our building was, and what the owners of the company did, because the owners of the company had like several porn shops and strip clubs, and there were plenty of owners. So it was a big company, you know.
These guys sound awesome. They own porn shops and strip clubs.
Yeah, they're all degenerates.
Gangsters.
Yeah, low grade,
okay.
Like more just smut gangsters and not like the proper sense.
Okay.
Mons Venus in Tampa. I don't know if you're familiar with that.
I've heard. I haven't been, but
they
I heard.
They own the other one across the street called Space Odyssey.
Okay.
You go up in the rocket ship.
Okay. They have a rocket ship there?
Yeah, it's like a private dances go up in the rocket ship, and then now you're by yourself in a rocket ship.
Like Jeff Bezos, except with strippers.
Yeah, except when someone wants to fuck him. The guy in the the boat ramp had a lot of activity that people were getting, like stings are getting busted for
drugs.
Blowing dudes in cars and stuff like that.
What is this town?
It was a gay hookup spot on the boat ramp.
So you just had like
because there's websites that where it's like a.
No, I don't know.
I wasn't insinuating anything.
I know.
I forget that no one had everyone doesn't have my just disgusting knowledge of the way the world secretly works.
You go to the boat ramp to get a blowjob. No, I don't know that.
No, because in Florida there's a ton of closeted gay because clearly it's a backwards.
And this is what, the late 90s, early 2000s?
Early 2000s, barely 2002. I just graduated, or 2003, and the owners would surf these hookup sites, and find locations where a lot of it's taking place, and then find a business to build or an empty, to lease.
Whoa, these guys are actually pretty smart.
Well, yeah, because they realize it takes it off the street and brings it indoors. That's why we never got really hassled by the police or anything, because really we were just kind of organizing all of this quiet sexual behavior.
But it's also like it's almost like an e-commerce company where they're like, oh, where are we shipping our goods most? Oh, we don't have a store in Des Moines.
That's basically
we're selling
it.
our merch online in Des Moines.
Most
Let's go
of
to Des Moines.
Yeah.
He's like, where are all the Craigslist people meeting up? Oh, there's no porn shop within 10 miles of that. Let me plunk one down right next door.
25 miles, especially, and we were the only one that had booths, and because we were so far out of the way, we kind of existed just unto ourselves. But man, we were busy. The first time I ever used a Black & Decker tool was to cut a glory hole. I'm not lying to you. And a little sir.
Oh, I was hoping. Thank God, I thought you were talking about like having to clean the place with a Black and Decker tools. Like, Jesus, I got that caked
No,
on.
we used a mop.
I was gonna say, I hope you get it. You don't want it to get so kicked on. You need a fucking jackhammer to get it off the floor.
No, well, because we would hire people to do cleaning.
Oh my God! Well, hopefully you paid them well.
Oh yeah, well for them. If you go far enough down the trough,
Yeah, exactly.
you can go. $100 goes a long way to some people.
Yeah.
I have to tiptoe through every word I say. I say anything specific, I'm gonna get crucified.
Why? Who's listening? The owners?
Speaking of
you got a
Easter,
gun to the back of your head right now?
No, oh no, I just mean people in general. Like,
Okay.
you know.
Yeah.
And then if they didn't clear and show up, well, I don't know if you've ever swept up a condom covered in fecal matter, but
Oh
bro,
no.
I could go on for hours and tell you every little gross.
And how long did you work at this place?
About 3.5 years.
3.5 years. Of this shit.
Because it was flex with my college schedule, my stand up schedule. 2, I could be high for the whole. I just go smoke weed the whole fucking shift.
It doesn't sound like the kind of job where they want,
if you could show up,
a real go getter wouldn't be taking that job.
No,
Yeah.
I mean, well, towards the end of, I became like assistant manager.
Well, that's not what I mean.
No, they offered me a position in St. Louis at one of their other new stores.
I love that your work ethic is really high. You're gonna be the best at cleaning up fecal covered condoms.
Our original manager that hired me, she was a crackhead.
Okay, so you're an upgrade. You're just a pothead.
And one step at a time, boss. Well, no. So my friend and she and I were running basically the business ourselves.
Okay.
And like she was good at ordering toys, and I was really good.
Good at ordering toys. She knew the hot items.
Bro, I would read the Adult Video News magazine. It came out once a month, and it's like a 50-page magazine. And I called squirting before it got popular. When they were like, I love bragging about this.
I just had Jeremy Scipio on. We were talking. I was asking him about squirting. So you were early on the squirting.
There was like maybe 4 or 5 titles at all in the entire porn catalog of the world. Alex Braun was the first guy put out like 3 or 4 movies, and then it came out. And like the next 2 months later, there's a cover that said "Squirting is the new double anal."
Whoever got to write that copy is my hero.
I got it. Done. Yeah, they took the day off after that title.
But I love that you're reading like the trade magazines to really pump up the
when
business.
You're taking a dump.
Yeah,
we didn't have Field and Stream in the bathroom, man. We had adult.
Yeah, it was
I'm reading the AVN magazine.
Was Better Homes and Gardens? Was it in the toilet of the
I'm into the gape shop? Ape. Oh shit.
He knows the names of the producers. Alex Braun was making these films. I don't even know who the fuck that is, but you dropped his name like I would know. Once again, Alex Braun. Like, what the fuck is? I don't know who that
is that Warner Von
Shout out to
son?
Alex. Good for you. But
hey man, seriously, you brought a lot to the world. Here's to you.
But what made you think that's going to be the thing? Like, did you see a video and like, oh,
yeah,
that's hot. The guys are going to like that.
That's hot, and yeah, guys are going to like that because it's just like, also.
I guess pissing was already out there, and that's just one step. That's like, ooh, it's a little bit.
Yeah.
It's kind of like pissing, but it's not supposed to be piss. But we all know it's.
It ruins the bed. That's all I know.
I know.
That's all I know.
I don't want to know.
I'm sleeping in a damn spot now.
Yeah, that's what Jeremy said. He's like, I don't want to sleep in a wet spot.
It's 2 beds.
2 beds. Or you just do it in plastic,
What,
and then
when you're serial killer?
Yeah, and then wrap her up and put her in the trunk when you're done.
Oh God! All right. Ooh, this podcast took a leap. Man, and then we had a theater.
So they added a theater.
Well, I mean,
how big is the square footage? Is this a fucking warehouse? This place?
No. You drive by and wouldn't know it. When I say theater,
it was a double wide trailer.
Remember that whorehouse in True Detective?
Yeah.
No, it wasn't that low key. I think it was like a fucking machine shop before.
Okay, so it was like a warehouse kind of setup.
No. I mean, it was maybe the size of 2 or 3 suites of like a strip mall.
Okay.
So it wasn't big. The theater had 11 couches.
Couches?
Yeah, a couple like big size couches, a couple love seats.
I hope they were covered in plastic.
No, they were just leather.
Jesus Christ!
Oh, bro. I mean, yeah, those had to get cleaned too.
That's got to be like a health hazard. To be honestly, like
nothing going on in that thing was. I mean, like
I understand, but like think about it, like you can't just like.
We had issues.
You can't just have like vomit in your clothing store.
No,
then it becomes a
no. It got because
it's bodily fluid. Semen
it got cleaned every night. Everything got cleaned every night. And like basically what I would do is before the cleaning people got there, I would go through and sweep up majority of the shit.
The large items.
Paper towels, condoms, you know, of sort. Excuse me.
Dental dams.
Yeah. And then I get all the equipment for the people to clean, you know, and it was like basically like 2 hazmat suits.
Oof.
And then gloves, and then like basically a thing you would use to spray pesticide.
Oh, so it's COVID safe.
Yeah.
Okay.
Social distance, gentlemen. They were not social distancing in the theater, though.
No.
They were soon to be connected, one after the other.
Dude, that was a thing for a while. You know, strip clubs down, I think it was even down in Florida. I know in Texas, that the strippers could strip nude, but they had to wear a mask.
Oh, that's crazy.
How funny is that?
That's great. A lot less conversation. I can't seem to hear you. So, let's be honest, stripper breath.
But I got to imagine if it's coming out of your mouth, it should be leaking out of your vagina. No? You know, if it's, you know, it's a virus. I don't know. I'm not a doctor. I
definitely think they're being safe. And they're taking my health into awareness.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
No, yeah. I mean, I remember there was a time I had to go in and tell, which basically pretty much a gangbang, to please be quiet or quiet it down. Because I was trying to make a sale out on the retail floor. That was the thing. I'm not kidding, man. She was laughing.
I know, we got the engineer going. So wait a minute. So is it only dudes? There's not a lot of chicks going to these kind of places.
It was husbands that would bring their wives in there to kind of.
Oh, so it wasn't just a gay boathouse thing. It was.
The theater was free for couples, and like on Friday and Saturday, couples would come in and they either fuck in front of everybody or
fuck everybody else.
Yeah,
a little orgy.
It was a big orgy, and there were a couple times like I'd have like customers like, "What's in that?" I'm like, "You don't want to go in there." Just real quick, I'd cut. That ain't for you, because I could just tell that ain't for you.
Do you ever have your friends come around and say, "Hey, you want to take a look at something funny?" And just open the door for them.
I would tell them, and then they would never want to come in. Because they're just like, oh, this is a different world, man.
This is really out there.
Yeah, no, and I mean, and in the booths, we had like the glory hole side, and then we had the regular side that didn't have any glory holes, and like
this is just a fuck booth.
Yeah, I mean, also a glory hole is 2 booths. Yeah.
No, but I'm saying like the non-glory hole side was
are just jerking off. They're all movies. They're all jerk off booth basically.
Okay, but you couldn't go in there with somebody else.
No, one person at a time. They had locked doors.
Okay, unless at the glory hole, then you could put your wiener.
Yeah,
gotcha.
Yeah. You know, which again, I remember I had to use also the. It was like a sanding tool to make sure.
Yeah, you don't want to get a splinter on your cock.
I'm not going to get anything on my dick. But they are.
Yeah, did the guy ever come out? Hey, can you widen the hole? Like, wow, really? All right.
If someone said that, I might go like, well, this guy needs it. But it's like, it was a plenty big size hole.
You get a whole fist in there.
Yeah.
There you go.
I almost said child's fist. No. I'm not going to illustrate using that as an example. A Macau could smaller.
Yeah, a small Asian man.
No, I thought it's a type of small monkey.
Oh, a macaque.
Yeah, macaque. Yeah, that's what I meant.
There you go.
Yeah, Macau's is a place. Sorry.
I
got macaque. Yeah, that's like a small like primate type animal.
Yeah,
right? Yeah,
primate type animal.
Bro, I'm not really.
So you were working in college and doing comedy and doing this at the same time?
Yeah, man.
You must have had a shitload of material from this thing.
Yeah, I have a bunch of stories. I mean, just all kinds of stuff. It was weird. It damaged me a little bit because like I became so dead into sex.
Were you like, raised very conservative and Christian, or
my
being
mom,
from Florida?
was
it like a big culture shock for you?
No, I mean, the thing is, we were always bad kids.
Okay.
My mom were trying to raise us right, but we just, like my mom would be funny. Like I'd call her because she had to drive by on the way home.
And she knew you worked there.
Yeah.
She's like, oh, geez. But at least he's making some money.
She didn't mind. She didn't care. I mean, she didn't like it.
She didn't need to know all that. I'm sure she didn't know.
Well, if I asked her I called her like, on your way home, I forgot to bring dinner. Can you bring me some dinner? And she would just knock on the door outside.
And get it, yeah.
And be like, come get, like look in the camera and go, come get your fucking food.
Yeah.
And she was, I can't believe you have me standing out here, son. People drive by can see me out here. And I'm like, this day before DoorDash and like contactless delivery.
Yeah.
So
your mom like an Uber driver.
Well, she didn't want to come in. I was like, I told her, you can just leave it there. Someone might take it. I'm like, they want it that bad.
Yeah, who's taking my food? Like,
well, we also had customers would bring us food.
I'd be suspect of that.
Oh, bro, I broke the thing back down like I worked at Burger King.
Yeah, I mean, you want to make sure.
I'm looking, but like
drug you and take you back in the room with them.
No, it was more of just like they would do it to curry favor because they bought the 4-hour tickets, and these older gentlemen would come in and they would hang out because it would be slow. And they were waiting for someone to come in, and then they want to be there for 6 hours or whatever. Okay. And then we had a lot of regulars, a lot of older regulars, and they were all pretty cool. Like I never had an issue, really. Nothing that was ever, I kicked one dude out for being naked. He didn't understand.
What? I mean, I thought in the room with the couches you can be naked.
Well, I mean, yeah, but he was in the booth and then decided to come out from the booth.
Oh, in the store, naked?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm literally getting lube because it's in a glass case. So you could see through it. And I bent down to get lube and I saw skin where I knew there shouldn't have been skin. I looked up at the counter. I was like, you're fucking naked. The guy's like, yeah. And here are two normal people standing, normal, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Two regular customers.
Didn't know about the sex dungeon in the back.
Yeah, and I was like, I just pointed, get out before I throw you out naked. And the guy ran back, got his clothes, and took off.
Okay.
But
how big would these parties get in that back room? Are we talking 20, 40 people? How big?
No more than 10, 12.
Okay.
Because at that point, I mean, I would be turning up the porno on the outside of the store.
So you couldn't hear them back there?
Because I could not hear them.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, man. And ugly people don't have, like, good sense.
How is that legal? How'd they get away with this?
How does all crime get away with it? Just get away with it. They just did it.
And you make good coin doing this? Did they like tip you at least?
No, the business paid me, the job paid me really well for that time and that, my age. And, plus we got bonused really well. We'd always have bonuses because the crackhead boss didn't do anything. When we took over,
you realize how much she was stealing, so you just stole it yourself?
well, no, she just wasn't doing her job.
Okay.
Like, in terms of ordering, things were always out. And we got to the point where the retail paid for the entire business to operate. So the other two facets, which were
just cash money. Yeah.
Cash money.
Yeah.
Or just float, and they were just basically rivers of cash for the owners.
Yeah.
So the retail kept the business open while you had these other two cash registers just going,
Jesus.
And they loved the fact that the business wasn't running at a deficit. That's why they loved us. They kept giving, us bonuses and all kinds of trips and,
nice.
So yeah, it was a great job for a while. Got some good material.
Did you meet any nice gals?
Yeah.
Really? Because I always wonder. I'm always curious. Like, obviously, guys are creeps, and we'll look at any fucking disgusting thing. But the kind of woman that goes into a place like that regularly, it's like I don't.
Well, no, they didn't. They were. I never hooked up with those types.
Okay.
It'd be like a girl coming in to get like a toy.
Okay.
And I would just flirt and show
I'm bigger than that.
Yeah. I'm not bigger than that. For that.
You just judged them based on what they were buying. How much of a chance you had? One took something out in a wheelbarrow. Like I have no shot.
Yeah. I almost had a lady. We had like a display sex swing.
Okay.
She almost pulled the fucking ceiling down because it wasn't.
It wasn't actually like harnessed. Like
no, it's into the fucking drywall. I was like, she starts getting, and I just yelled, "Don't!" She's like, "Why? You think I'm too fat?" And I'm like, "Anyone's too fat. It's not bolted in." And she's like, "Oh," and I literally, luckily, she heard it.
I like that she made it about her weight.
I'm not making a judgment
here.
It's
not installed.
Yeah, it's display.
I'm not making a judgment here.
I was like, I have no real room here, ma'am. Miss Kettle, I'm Mr. Black. Man, yeah, no, I don't know how funny should I say. Oh, yeah, what the hell?
Tell it, dude. No one listens to this. Don't worry.
We had the
it's about 800 listeners, and they're all in the Northeast.
Okay, well, go park your fucking car. So we had the ATF randomly come in and do give us I would say an inspection, but a look through.
Yeah.
And
the ATF, huh?
Yeah, which is weird because we sell porn.
Because dildos aren't in the tobacco or firearms.
No, ATFP.
Yeah, ATFP porn.
Yeah.
There's not.
And I remember the owner going, "Okay, and if they want anything, just tell them it's on us." And I go, "Well, we're not doing anything wrong." And he goes, "What we're doing this so we get a fair shake."
Okay.
So if you didn't duke the guys,
you're trying to stay ahead of it.
Yeah, basically.
Gotcha.
If you don't help them out, then they're gonna find something to fuck with you about.
Yeah.
But if you help them out, I mean, I gave that guy an envelope.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and I know I cannot tell you what was in that envelope. I did not see anything get put into that envelope, but it felt like money. It felt like a nice
wad of money.
Yeah. I had probably had to guess a couple thousand, my guess is my guess.
I was talking about that with somebody recently, man. Like the way the cops now all have to wear the body camera. I mean, that's a pay cut they just took, essentially.
Oh, yeah. I mean, when
let's be honest. Like I said, I'm not, obviously, I'm not a cop.
I've
said I'd
I
be
like
corrupt.
a cop that takes a little bit of graft.
Yeah, no, I've said it. If I was a cop, I'd be on the take immediately.
Yeah, man.
I admit it. I mean, like, because like if I stop a couple 20-year-old teenagers with weed and they hand me $100, so
have a nice day, kids.
Yeah, I don't give a shit.
Catch you next week. I'll catch you next week.
I'm not, and it's not that I'm taking the bribe. It's that I don't believe in the law, so I wouldn't enforce law. And you can't. And as a cop, you can't selectively enforce laws. But I would definitely selectively enforce laws. But I guess you can.
Yeah, you can do anything.
That's what I'm saying. But like the body camera. I mean, what do you think on average? Let's take the NYPD. We'll leave the LAPD alone. I think their starting salary is like $30,000 a year.
Yeah, you don't pay them enough.
That's
it's
what
like
I'm
with
saying.
Teachers. So you're putting a big burden and underpaying people. So no wonder they're upset.
Yeah, and I'm not saying they're taking a lot of money, but let's say a cop's taking an extra. You're making $30,000 a year his first year out. He's taking an extra $1,000 a month. That's a 30% pay increase right there. That's not a lot of money.
Yeah.
That's
Maybe he's not so stressed. Maybe he doesn't reach for his gun every 5 seconds.
Yeah, exactly. It's not nickel and dime shit. He's not like he.
I mean, also the funny thing was, the owner didn't make any bones about the envelope. What he got mad was one of the guys got a not life size, I guess, or regular.
I don't know how you size these things.
it was a real life Jenna Jameson doll.
The full body thing, the whole rubber thing.
We had 2 of them in stock, and we charged, if I remember, $750 and $2,003.
Damn, so it's like almost $2,000
the
today.
She goes, he fucking took what? I said, you said whatever. He goes, I'm not mad at you. Greedy motherfucker. Click. And I was like, I'm gonna get fired for doing
what
that.
I wanted is, how do you explain that? Like, where's that cop taking? He better be single. He's taking that home to his wife. Look, honey, look what I got.
Bro,
Who the fuck's gonna take that?
I had to put it in a trash bag.
Yes, of course. It's your body. It's a fucking full body.
We have those little black bags you normally get. Yeah. And we had bigger ones, like the JCPenney size. I had to go across the street and buy a thing of Hefties, like big lawn care, so I could wrap
and carry your body out. Look like a dead body came out of the...
It was the box was big by that, and folded up inside. And I still had to get that thing in there. I was just like, it fell. I was like,
gotta be heavy too.
And I was so mad because I wanted to sell that to someone.
Yeah, I'm sure you hadn't sold one. I mean, I'm sure people aren't walking around with $750 for sex dolls in Pensacola or whatever the fuck you were flying.
No, Orange Heights.
Orange Heights. I'm sure it wasn't rolling in cash. You'd be spending $750 on a sex doll.
Well, no, I mean, people would come in and spend real money. They would do it like they would come in and get this dildo, this vibrator, this lube. And the thing is, I got good at like upselling everybody. Whatever they wanted, I don't know if I'd get that.
So what pairs well? Like, like what kind of dildo?
I was a fucking vibrator sommelier.
Yeah, you look at a guy's wife and like, I think she pairs well with this.
In Florida, it's pronounced Somalia because they're idiots. Where's that wine sommelier at?
Yeah, you lick your fingers and give her a tap. She's more of a...
I'm gonna say
she's more of a butt plug kind of gal.
The white wine pairs best with fish. Well, no, I mean, I would ask, like, do you get off clitorally or do you get off internally? And that's a big thing.
I like you.
Which, by the way, it's at 23, asking people that have had way more sex than I had.
Well, I'm sure I'm your baby face now. They must have been like, what the fuck is going on?
16.
That's what I'm saying. They're like, are you legally allowed to be here?
Seriously. And a lot of those
thought it was a sting.
Those older gay dudes, oh my God, I was buttered to them. Well, my, look at you.
I would think it was a sting. I was like, they're putting you.
Yeah.
Where's Chris Hansen? Chris Hansen's coming out in a second.
Sir, would you mind shutting down for a second? Didn't he get in trouble for scamming?
Oh, yeah. He scammed people out of like millions of bucks. I know.
Run a racket.
I love a good scam.
Bernie Madoff, man. All I see is a guy with a chutzpah.
Oh, man. Well, my buddy Alex Getlin, I asked him, I was like, what are the biggest Jewish conspiracies? He said, well, Bernie Madoff and killing Christ. so Bernie Madoff made the list. That's how big of a scam he pulled.
Oh, because the
he fucking $40 billion
I thought he was
Jewish philanthropies.
I thought he was saying that he didn't do it. Like he was all.
Oh no, he definitely did it.
Yeah. Also, anyone that can guarantee you returns in a market that's volatile is lying and cheating and stealing.
Yeah,
that's common sense.
Well, there's also people have a weird thing with being conned because there's the greed aspect. Like the people he got to invest in were being greedy. Because like you said, you'd be like, there's nobody that can deliver 20%
returns
every year.
No, I mean, you're
2% a month like
get
clockwork.
a 7% savings account or something like that if you want that consistency. But like if you're in the market, it's going to go up and flow. It's ebb and flow.
Yeah, you can't do that.
Yeah, anyone says otherwise.
Yeah, I think
is cheating.
I mean, that's how they found him out. There was a guy at the SEC
for 40 years now. For 35 years,
like, he made exactly 1.5% for like 700 months in a row. I was like, that's impossible. Like like no one perfectly hits that number.
Bro, no one's got 400 since Ted did it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly.
Like I don't trust this. It's Fugazi math. You know?
Exactly. But that's the thing.
Call me a Dunsky.
Yeah, but that's the thing with scams. Like you play on people's greed. Like
of
greed
course.
of the people who saw the numbers. It's like, well, it's kind of your fault. You fucking, you got greedy. You thought this was for real.
Well, you ever heard that old that's a saying proverb? Greedy pigs get slaughtered first.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, man. First one of the trough's gonna get it.
Oh yeah. Well, that
sucks.
They have a lot of pig. They have a lot of pig analogies in Italy.
It's a lot of pork, and Italians love pork, man. Which is weird because my brother went to Italy and he's like, I thought it would be more Olive Garden. I'm like, no, it's a lot of seafood, bro. It's on a peninsula. He's like, yeah, so much seafood, and he doesn't like seafood. And I'm like, no. I'm like, no, I would love it.
Yeah, I love it,
bro. It's so weird how we're both he and I grew up in the same house. I love all kinds of seafood and fish. My brother hates fish.
Yeah, what was your home like life? How many
trailer? Single mom in a trailer in Florida. You want to hear this country song again? My mom raised 3 kids, working basically a $20,000 a year job.
Oh man.
Yeah, she's tough as hell. I have a sister named Octavia because my mom can't name kids.
Octavia sounds like a black lady.
I know.
Really?
Every job interview my sister goes into, she's like, they always go, oh.
Probably cost her some job interviews down there in the past.
Hey, let me just pull this out.
They've done studies on that, dude. I think it was.
I don't doubt it.
Yeah, Malcolm Gladwell. I think, or it might have been him. Somebody, some other famous writer did like a whole chapter in their book about how your name can either help or hurt you. Like if it's hard to pronounce, right?
Talking about Chris Cope.
I mean, yeah, my name's all fucked up. I should have changed it years ago. I didn't do it.
Randy Val.
No, just thinking, just go by Uncle Randy. I was like, that sounds perverted. He's like, well, it fits.
Yeah. Just because the shoe fits doesn't mean you have to wear it.
Yeah, right? Doesn't have to lean into that.
Yeah. Oh, God.
But it could definitely like flashy names, like the quarterbacks have flashy names because
Johnny Paycheck.
Yeah, exactly, Johnny Paycheck.
That's not even a real name. I mean, I went from Copenhagen to Cope because but I also like
Copenhagen.
Copenhagen's my last legal last.
See, that's not a bad name.
No, but for
just
a stage,
an extra syllable.
Yeah, but for a stage name, Chris Cope.
It's easy. Yeah,
it's easy, and I was going by Cope as early as I can remember.
Yeah, if your friends calling you.
I mean, I would put down Chris Cope in my paper. My teachers would be like, "That's not your name." I'm like, "That's what I go by."
That's what
Did you know it was me? You brought it up to me.
Dr. Chris Cope, just to fucking give yourself the
why not
the moniker while you're at it.
I mean, it's a PhD in liberal science, but still.
Liberal science.
I just made 2 things up. I have.
Did you finish college?
I have an AA.
Okay. Why'd you do? I'm surprised you. Oh, look how professional.
Welcome to the professional podcast.
Well, I set my alarm to make sure I wasn't late for this.
I know. Me too.
You know.
I'm glad this wasn't. I thought it was gonna be. When I read where this was, originally I saw Santa Monica Boulevard, and I just saw Santa Monica, and I got up a little bit earlier than I needed to.
Everyone always freaks out about that.
Oh, it's only 20 minutes away. Not
I guess
40.
what is this? East Hollywood? I don't even know.
I call this Little Tijuana.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's Little Mexico.
Yeah. Well, more no, because there's pretty parts of Mexico. This is Little Tijuana. This chunk. Yeah. Go 2 blocks east, go 3 blocks, 4 blocks west. It looks much like you just walk through Tijuana. I mean, I love Baja. I love Baja, Mexico.
Okay, you big sport fisherman or something?
No, they're beautiful beaches. Yeah. They're great. You just gotta go past Tijuana.
I had 2 nights in Tijuana, and both of them are a blur. And
the thing is, you can have just as much fun in like Rosarito and other cities in Baja that aren't as dingy.
I know.
You can still have fun.
Well, it was in my early 20s, and it's the kind of thing like, I'm not afraid to go to dangerous places. I mean, my last 2 vacations were to Lebanon and Colombia, so I don't really. It doesn't bother me.
What weird cocaine tour were you on?
Well, Lebanon's very strict about their drug.
Like a hash though.
I did smoke hash in Lebanon.
Yeah, they're a big hash culture.
Yeah.
My buddy's dad was Lebanese.
Yeah.
And he's like, don't do drugs, but hash is fine.
Yeah. I had a friend who was rolling me up hash joints. It was nice.
The hash will fuck you up.
Oh, I mean, I was super high. It was fun. Actually, I got stoned and went to their history museum, which is like the history.
4,000
Yeah, it's like the history. It's like all the history, like every hit, like
aren't we
the beginning
the cradle of the earth?
Yeah,
guys?
exactly. I saw things
it's like an IKEA.
Yeah. Just an Arab IKEA. What the fuck, dude?
Okay, we start with the Sumerians. Ooh, this is going to take a while. We're not even out of the Bronze Age yet. Oh, shit. Okay, now it's Persian. Now it's not Persian. Now it's Ah!
Yeah, no, they did, but it was cool because like I got super stoned and we went, and it's like in a big loop in this beautiful fucking giant building, and they have like ruins outside of it from like the old city. I don't know what the fuck.
Such a terrible name,
called.
Ruins. How do they?
I know there's a lot of ruins.
It's called history. Instead of ruins.
I call my past the ruins.
Cause I see I'm walking down the streets that are built, buildings that are built yesterday, and I call them ruins. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but I think ruins is like if it's just a shithole, it's dilapidated. But ruins implies that it's like, ooh, it's old, it's like original.
Well, I mean, the
and
thing
it fell
is,
to
the only
ruins.
a building now and a building 200 years from now is just time. That's all the difference is.
Yeah,
You know.
but ruins sounds fancier than just fucked up. Like if
Yeah, yeah.
that building's blown
Oh,
up.
for sure. Yeah. It's,
Ruins
yeah,
sounds.
they had. Yeah, it's it's a word you want to sell.
Yeah, it's a real salesy word.
Yeah.
But
They're ruins.
yeah, they're ruins. It's not a burned out house. It's ruins.
Some may say dilapidated, but I wouldn't use
Yeah,
words
right.
like that.
Someone call it a slum, but I call it ruins.
Oh. Just be funny as shit. What if the ruins were just the projects of?
Yeah, exactly. What if like oh the Coliseum? The Coliseum was like the shittiest place to
Yeah.
live. Like,
Why are you guys jerking off to that thing? Nobody went to that.
this is the worst thing we had.
Yeah.
Everyone was hanging out at the bathhouse.
It's like an
The place
AMC
is shit.
classic.
Could you imagine that's all it survives is our movie theaters? And Nathan's hot dogs. Like, what the fuck?
Oh,
This
yeah.
culture was really
They got
devoid.
that crunch, man. Shut up. I love that. Love.
You seem like a real hot dog guy.
I don't know how I should take that.
Well, you see, I think it's the childlike. It seems like you like
I thought
chicken
I thought
nuggies.
you
Like,
trash man.
no,
They're gross. They're just like,
No,
you know.
you seem like you like the children's foods.
Oh, yeah. Well, mental age of a 12-year-old. I don't know how I drove here.
They gave you a license in Florida, you know.
How hard is that? Just showed up. I got to take a test. Did you bring a gun?
Yeah. You have to show your gun as an ID to get a license.
I have a joke on my actor. I say I have a gun on my. The next question when I bring up being from Florida is, do I have a gun? I go, yes, but it's on my ankle, so we're all safe. I like watching people realize what I'm saying.
Love that.
As like it hits their head, because they'll laugh first, go, ha, and they'll realize what I really meant by what I said.
Yeah.
Just watching them. I love watching people slowly get something.
Oh, those are the best jokes, dude. When it rolls over them.
Yeah.
When it takes a minute.
Then I have to sometimes, they don't quite get it. I will kind of half explain it.
Yeah, I like the groan into a laugh. That's a fun one. I do a lot of that.
If you can get past that initial reaction, they're still willing to laugh at it. Hell yeah, it's a good joke.
Oh yeah. Uh-oh.
Could we get that part out? We don't know.
No, we're leaving that in. I like that. That might be the first yawn in studio.
Actually, could I blow my nose? I'm a little stuffy today.
Oh yeah.
Sorry. Allergies.
Don't worry.
I didn't have allergies until I moved here.
Here?
Not,
More than Florida?
Yeah, I had none in Florida
Really?
that I remember. I mean,
Yeah.
here, I think it's more the pollution and pollen.
It's got, dude. It's so fucking gross. If you park your car outside here, you get a layer of fucking soot on the car by morning.
Thank you. Well, these are.
Yeah, paper towels.
Yeah.
All right, blow it on the air. Let's get a good horn here.
Here's
Give me a
Gillespie.
B minor.
Oh Lord.
Sounded chunky.
Oh, it's all viscous.
Oh my God, is that semen?
Oh. You wish. Where's my soda, by the way?
Oh, I didn't get you the soda. You want some water?
I have to now.
I don't know you meant the soda for real.
Yeah.
All right.
I spelled out Coca-Cola.
Well, I offered.
It's fine,
All right.
it's
So for the
fine.
listeners, I offered Chris to get some drinks. He's like, "No, I'm hungover." He's like, "But a Coke would be great." He's like, "How about a joint?" He said, "That's awesome." But I didn't know he wanted the Coke too.
Who would pass up on a soda?
It's a good point. It's a good point. I like a good Diet Coke with a slice of pizza. I feel like I only have sodas with certain foods. Do you pair your foods like this?
Yeah.
Because I feel like pizza and like a slice
I
of
like
soda is
Pizza
good.
Hut with Pepsi because they saw like that because of.
Oh, he's got a
thank
Coke
you.
for
It
him.
don't matter.
There we go. Now
It's
he's gonna be
country cool.
Now he's gonna be burping on here too. I love it.
Maybe.
I might just take a shit on air. Fuck it. Let's just go all the way
Let
with
me
this.
finish the can first.
I know. We
Give
were
you something-
talking about working in a porn shop. Now let's just shit on each other and make some
Oh,
scat
man.
stains.
Just give me that. Ba-ba-ba-da-da-da. Scat.
Yeah. So what actually before we get into pairing of the foods, it just dawned on me. What's the next thing in porn? Because you saw the
I've been out of
squirting
the
coming.
game.
Oh, you've been out of the game.
Yeah, I don't know. What new ground is there to conquer?
Oh,
I mean,
leave it to the internet to find new ground.
Oh, for sure. But I'm saying, like, I think even now with fetishes, there's millions of fetishes, obviously. I don't know what's going to be the new.
Did you see foot jobs coming?
I mean, there are older pornos with that stuff in it too.
Okay.
The weird thing was.
What about the spitting in the mouth?
Oh yeah,
that's fairly new.
Snowballing. Typically, that's what.
But this is like that's after the ejaculation. I'm talking about spit in my mouth thing.
Yeah, that was in 2000s. I saw that as well.
Oh, really? That was even before that.
So,
like a porn historian.
Yeah. In the annals of porn history. That was easy. Hustler had a movie series called Barely Legal.
Oh, yeah, of course. Everyone.
So, but the thing is, I got this weird phone call from the owner. It's like, any toys that have to do with fisting and any DVDs that have either fisting and or urination have to be off our shelves. It's now considered contraband.
Okay.
Don't know why.
Must have been some state law.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I literally had to throw away a bunch of. They look like this, cut off.
Why'd you throw them away? You should just took them and sold them in the black market yourself.
Those I just threw away because nobody wanted. Like we divvied up everything we could take. Because I gave.
The spoils went to us. Don't you worry.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we whacked up everything, man. Yeah.
That's a car full of fisting tools.
That's my favorite line of like Sopranos. Whack it up.
Yeah.
You know exactly what I mean. Like whack it up. Let's split it up.
Yeah.
All the Barely Eagles, we had like 40 or 50 titles of them. So I took like 15 or 20 and gave them out as Christmas gifts. And I would buy. We also sold pipes, so I would get these nice glass pipes, like $5.
That's cool. That's nice.
$5. So all my friends.
Are they still hiring? I'm gonna go work for this place.
Yeah.
Fuck the goddamn comedy industry. I'm gonna go sell porn down in
it's
Orange
funny,
County or Orange Grove.
Orange Heights.
Orange Heights.
I keep correcting you like it's my home. Orange Heights. Say her name. Say her name right. Christineth. You come in my house. But yeah, no, the pipes are great because I'd get them for like $5. And the Christmas gifts cost me nothing. And all my buddies were like, you give me a bowl and some porno. That's great. Because we're all 20s and stupid.
I mean, that's nice. What could porn DVD sell for back then? I mean, giving them away is a nice gift, dude.
Well, yeah. We had the cheap ones. We had all the cheap ones. That's where we made a lot of our money because they cost like $1.25 for like an 8-hour porno. Our motto was stack it deep and sell it cheap. Bro, you laugh, but that was our motto.
These guys must be millionaires.
Yeah, they're loaded.
Jesus, dude.
We had 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, and I think 24-hour pornos.
24-hour
compilations. And they're all just cut up scenes. Take the same scene, you can cut over 20 fucking different movies.
Okay. So it doesn't sound like they're doing this copyright.
Well, that was the thing. That's what all the porn guys who own the companies made all the money. The actresses, they get paid for a scene. There's no residuals. Well, that guy shoots, 200 scenes, and then he makes 4 dozen compilations, and he can sell those as DVDs. But we also had the new stuff was like $40.
Yeah.
$39.99 for like a first run, brand new,
Yeah. So whatever happened with that up at the boathouse, they just stopped using that. It became
because once it moved into us, the website.
So it became a regular boathouse again.
Yeah, well, I mean, no, the store, the regular boat site. Well, it's because like rednecks dumping their boat in the water don't want to look over and see, Earl, is that you?
I know.
Sorry, Bill.
Did you know anybody from the community that would like had a front face and then they came in there and did? Did you like had some secrets? I could talk to you for hours just about this one topic. This is the best topic.
There's a guy that I went to high school with, and I did not know that about him.
You learned.
Well, it's funny. So there's this dude that came in here, big old tall guy. He was a former prison guard. Now he's a private eye for insurance companies.
Okay.
And where our store was kind of equidistant between 2 cities that were on his beat or whatever. So he'd come and hang out. And because he wasn't a degenerate, sex type person, we got along. Mm. And he, if I wanted to know something, I kind of sent him into.
Oh, see what was going on back there?
Yeah, he'd accidentally walk into a door or just, oops, sorry.
Yeah.
And come out and go, yep, you're right. Or whatever. He would tell me all these good prison stories.
Oh man, do you think you could last in prison?
No, you kidding? Every part of me is fuckable. I'm worth an entire cigarette truck. My ass keeps on giving. Some dude would pimp me out, bro. I'd fucking bottom bitch, I believe is the term.
Yeah, you'd be holding somebody's pocket like that.
A whole lot of guys' pockets. You know how many sticky buns I can eat in a day?
Really? You don't think you could do a year?
What? Where, like a real prison?
Yeah, like a state penitentiary 1 year.
No, I got a mattress topper. I need a fan. I got sleep apnea.
Yeah, what do they do with guys with sleep apnea in prison? You just gotta. Oh
you
man,
snore.
they must just kill you, like your celly.
Yeah.
They must
Choke you with something.
Yeah.
My mouth just open all night by itself.
Nobody must snore in prison because they must just kill that fucker.
Yeah,
Like,
or his mouth's just wide open.
Oh, even worse.
Yeah, bro. Your cell is just sitting across, just watching sleep.
Just waiting for you to fall asleep.
Not.
Just breathing heavily at the end of your bed in your cot.
Oh man, I didn't know I had sleep apnea until my girlfriend recorded me.
What did it sound like? Because I might have sleep apnea.
Death.
Is that what happens?
She recorded me for an hour. I got 3 minutes in and said, "Turn it off." I was like, "Turn it off, turn it off, turn it off." Like I'm watching my mom getting killed. Turn it off.
Oh, it was just like so.
I was like, "Oh my god." She's like, "That's how it is all night."
Oh no.
Yeah. So
How's the machine? Does it help?
Yeah. When I have like my allergies kick in, it's tough. I have some months I know how I can't use it because my nose is just stopped up.
Yeah.
But it's so far, yeah. You don't realize sleep until you have it. Until you're like, oh, that's what sleep is.
Oh man, maybe I should try to get a little CPAP.
Why not? It's worth it. I think it was worth it.
But it doesn't like is it annoying to have that fucking thing on your head all
You
night?
just get used to it. Also, you go into a deep sleep.
Which yeah, I guess.
So you don't toss it. The reason why you're tossing and turning is because you're not sleeping.
Mm.
Well, my girlfriend says when you knock out and it's on, you wake up in the position you fall asleep in.
Oh wow.
And it's a long enough hose where
Yeah. You're not pulling that thing off the
on the
fucking
cruises
bed.
it's a little more tough because there's like one outlet in my room.
Oh yeah, so you got to sleep next to the outlet.
No, I've had to switch.
extension
I've
cord.
had to switch the opposite of the bed.
Okay.
Like where you walk in, like that's where the pillow is. I gotta almost redress the bed
Oh, I got you.
so I can sleep on. So that's the only thing. But other than that, no.
Damn man, I have to look into this.
Yeah, I mean, because they say it can cause heart problems later in life.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, I feel like
I don't want to die in my sleep.
I'd rather die in my sleep.
Nah,
You
I wanna
crazy?
see that coming.
What?
I didn't get to experience birth.
Yeah, let's talk about that. Yes, you did. You just don't remember it.
That's what I'm saying. But then, if you don't remember, then how you know you experienced it?
Dude, dying. If,
You're here, Chris.
yeah, we're
Let
here.
me smoke a joint before the show. That's the shit you're gonna get. I went out there fucking eating sushi, making my brain stronger. We're getting high. And I'm like, I don't remember life.
No, dude, I would definitely prefer to die in my sleep. That's the best way to go.
Kicking and fucking screaming. That's how I'm going.
Really?
Yeah.
No,
Well,
I'm convinced I'm
Devil's
gonna
come
I'm gonna die a low,
I'm gonna
slow.
shake his hand.
I'm pretty convinced I'm gonna die a long, slow death. I'm gonna be old. Mostly because I
Trapped under a gas truck. That's kind of what
Oh, that's bad. Yeah.
Yeah, well, then it's real. Then it's real easy.
Yeah, I feel like my penance. I'm gonna outlive everyone I love.
Oh.
This is gonna be my burden.
Oh yeah. Anytime someone tries to give me health advice, I'm like, what would you like me to say at your funeral? Because I'm now living for spite. I will live long enough to spit into your open grave. Do you understand me? And I'll look your mother in the eye too. 'Cause that's how I hope it happens. Her, you, then her. You hear me? Now what should I go do? What about keto? Fucking tell me shit.
Like how angry you got about it.
I get more unsolicited advice about like health and shit, and I'm like, I get how I look. I understand it.
Mm.
I didn't ask you a fucking thing.
It is funny how people think they can tell you. Like, there's certain things they feel like they can tell you about, certain things you can't. Like, you couldn't tell someone, hey, maybe you shouldn't be trans.
Yeah.
But people can say to you, hey, maybe you shouldn't be as heavy. It's like, well, wait a minute. Like,
I don't bring up your cleft lip, Bill.
Right. I'm making a life choice, as are you, as everybody else. Like, it's my choice.
You could walk in front of a bus tomorrow, and I'm going to try to make sure it happens.
Yeah, it's funny because like people do that with like people who are overweight and smokers. They're like, yeah, you shouldn't. It's like, yeah, everyone who smokes knows it's bad for you.
No shit.
They enjoy it, so they do it anyway.
Well, you're saying
And
McDonald's
I'm
is
not a fan of smoking, but like,
McDonald's is just in all vitamins. What are you talking
I know, right? McDonald's, exactly. Right? We all like ice cream. It's not good for you.
Yeah.
But we still eat ice cream because it's delicious.
Listen, this planet's got 12 more years.
I know.
I'm not exactly going to be like, I'm not sweating for anything. I don't want front row tickets to the end of the fucking world. You know what I mean?
I'm with you on that. I think the world will be around longer than we think, than the 12 years.
Yeah, well, I think humans always, no, of course.
It's going to get slowly more annoying and more overcrowded.
I mean, well, as soon as AI becomes fully, I was watching an interview with Elon Musk, and he's like, I'm not scared of nuclear warheads. I'm scared of AI.
Oh, you think the machine's going to turn on us?
Bro, James Cameron is a prophet. That's all I'm going to say. Terminator, dude. Dun, 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 dun. I think AI. That's the natural.
I made Jeff watch that movie on Rutgers once. He lost his mind.
God.
He couldn't figure it out.
Couldn't figure it out.
He couldn't figure it out.
Easy plot. The first one?
Yeah, the second one. He's like, I can't. It's like, all right, let's go to the roof. And
there's a deleted ending, an end scene.
Ooh, what happens to the Terminator 2 that I forgot about?
Nothing. It would have negated a chance. It would have negated all other sequels.
Of course, they were going to run that. Well, what do you mean nothing happens? He doesn't go.
She's at like Griffith Observatory with her son.
Oh, like it
never happens. Judgment Day it came and went.
Oh, got you.
So basically, nothing happened. The future had been altered.
All right, so they cut the last scene out. So
they're like, we want to make some more money.
It's genius, of course.
And then they made some shit.
The next ones were terrible. T2 is pretty much the best.
Yeah.
The first one I actually like the first one better.
Did you know they're going to cast OJ was in the run to get cast for that?
For Terminator?
Yeah, because they wanted to.
Wow, that would have been a lot scarier.
Little did we know. It's just too nice. God damn. I love how OJ is just now the internet troll.
Oh my God. Yeah. Are you more of a Sly Stallone guy or Arnold Schwarzenegger guy?
I'm a Frank Stallone man.
Oh, dude, I'm so glad you said that.
I got a story.
I love Frank Stallone.
I got a story. I was drunk one night. It was almost closing time. I go into Flappers.
Oh,
Flappers is a comedy club.
Out in Burbank.
There's better ones. But I still like it. No, they're fine.
Yeah.
I always talk shit. I do like them. Please keep booking me. So I go into the bar, and there's no one in the club. I make a sweep of the club to see if anybody's there, say hello. And I walk into where they do the open mic. It's another sidebar. And Frank Stallone's sitting there.
Just hanging out, Frank Stallone.
And I'm a little inebriated. I have to go to the bathroom.
I've had a whiskey.
I've had a Chardonnay or two. And I go to walk by him, and he turns around. He's waiting. Like we make eye contact. My eyes say I know who you are. And I got right close up to him. I was like, "You're in Tombstone," and just walked by and said all in stride.
Tombstone is the reference you gave him, not that awesome hit track in the '80s that he made.
Yeah, or the fact all these other movies he's been in. I was like, Tombstone, and I go and I can hear him laughing. He's cackling to himself because whatever I was gonna say to him. He was not guessing that.
He wasn't going Tombstone.
And I fucking slipped his guard.
And hit him with the Tombstone
reference. And I'm pissing him to come out. He's like, no one's. I'm like, yeah. I wanted to pick something deep.
I wanted to get deep in the Frank Stallone library.
Yeah, man. No, I'm man, Arnold or Sly?
Because that was like those are the two big action heroes in the '80s, right? I mean, it was Rambo and it was John Matrix.
Colonel
John Matrix.
How'd you know I was here? I smelled him.
Bro,
I almost got kicked on. I almost got in trouble on a Delta flight because of Commando.
Wow.
I was.
They were playing it on the TV and you got too excited, started beating off.
I let him go. No, I was. I had to sleep or flying to Puerto Rico, and it was like a red eye type flight, and I wanted to sleep, and I drank some cough syrup.
Yeah,
I took a little pill, and it just fucked me up. It looped me.
So you said a robo trip on the plane?
And I'm laughing. And I have an obnoxious laugh. It's a night flight. The lady had to keep pulling my ear. Sir, you're very loud. And I was like, but it's hilarious.
When you watch Commando?
Yeah. The movie's a fucking comedy. Don't interrupt my friend. He's dead tired.
It's great.
Hey, Sully, remember I told you I'd kill you last? I lied.
Yeah.
He gets in the car. Where'd Sully go? I let him go. Let off some steam, Bennett.
Let off some steam.
Every fucking move. The smell when the guy gets shot, he goes, how'd you know they were coming?
Yeah,
Stay downwind.
You can smell them coming? I did.
Yeah. Right?
I could do
wrong. Douche.
That's honestly all the lines in the movie we did. That movie probably has about 8 pages of script. It's just him kicking ass.
I eat green berets for breakfast. Good, because I'm hungry.
Yeah, exactly. His name is just Coke. The black guy's name is just Coke.
It's Bill Duke. He was in Predator,
Bill Duke's
too.
great. Yeah, Bill Duke's
Yeah,
great.
man. Oh, God.
Again with Arnold Schwarzenegger, another great.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I feel like maybe Arnold might have the edge on Sly.
I also just love how he didn't aim a single fucking time in that movie and just sweeping with that AK.
Oh, well, I looked
Killed-
it up.
He killed everybody.
He killed the whole Nicaraguan army or whatever the fuck it was.
This
Like,
private army's 300 men deep.
well, yeah, they're all coming out with like AK-47s, and they just stand there as he mows them all down. It's like
He's got a massive banana clip. And
Yeah.
just when he gets dressed though, your dick moves a little bit. You're like,
oh yeah. I mean, he looks.
bro, it's the movie's
No one
killing
looks
me.
cooler than Arnold Schwarzenegger in Commando.
Well, because he had the body.
Yeah, he was
That's what made Terminator.
jacked up with the vest strap with guns everywhere and,
Oh,
and
yeah.
a rocket launcher with 4.
Although Cobra's great,
Cobra's great.
Over the
I think-
Top's still a good movie.
Yeah, I think Rambo: First Blood is tremendous.
They filmed the ending where he dies, like in the book, because he dies in the book.
There's a book?
Yeah, First Blood. It's based on a book.
I had no idea.
Yeah, because when
Well, fuck that book if he dies.
Troutman,
Colonel Troutman.
when he comes out, he's like, Sly has that breakdown.
Yeah.
He takes his gun and makes him kind of shoot him. That's how it ends.
Oh,
And they filmed
Troutman
it-
kills him
Well, no. Rambo takes Troutman's gun,
and kills
and
himself.
then Troutman reaches for it. They have a kind of thing, and he basically makes
Oh,
him
gotcha.
pull the trigger on himself. And the studio said Rocky doesn't die.
Ah.
That's what they basically told him.
Well,
Stallone goes, that was the dumbest.
what they said is we want sequels. But
Yeah.
They're not fucking.
Well, Stallone goes, I'm the only idiot who shoots a movie in November in the Pacific Northwest, and I don't have a shirt on for half the movie.
Yeah, he's wearing that burlap sack. He looked cold as fuck.
He
dude.
said he broke like 2 ribs. That scene where he jumps into the trees, he did.
He did that?
Not the full jump.
Yeah.
Like he jumps in, he goes,
Yeah.
I broke like 3 or 4 ribs. Well, Lundgren put him in the hospital for 3 weeks.
Oh yeah, he almost fucking killed him. He got like an aneurysm or something.
Yeah, knocked his heart over the other side of his chest.
Jesus.
Because he would tell him, go hard. For the first 30 seconds of every take, go. Fight me. It's like, bro,
It's
he's got 12 inches on you in reach.
But he's also he was like a professional fighter.
Yeah.
like
And
Sly Stallone's an
12
actor.
inches of reach.
Yeah, he's a huge guy.
Bro, you're going to wear every, like, that. Joe Frazier didn't have reach.
Yeah.
And he wore punches coming in. Like, that was the whole thing with Rocky. He just,
Oh, man.
his skull was
there was no
thicker than-
defense in any of those movies.
no.
No one
his
put their
skull
hands up.
was thicker than any human.
Cut me, Mick. It's like, what? You cut your eyelid?
Broke my nose. It was an improvement.
Yeah.
Tell you what, though, man, Rocky, I'll still watch Rocky, and it'll still make me choke up.
Oh, I mean, look, it definitely pumps you up.
Yeah, I mean, that part where he's laying in the bed where he's like, I don't care about winning. I just want to be there.
Oh, yeah, that's a good one.
That was the whole point of the movie.
Yeah. Well, but but that movie couldn't be made again today because obviously the whole Adrian courting situation was was creepy. I mean, he
Stalked her.
You can't, well, and then he also said you can't leave. When we got in the doorway, we all remember that. He's hanging on the pull-up bar, not letting her around.
I know.
It's a little
I
much.
get it. I get it's a little baby cold. It's cold outside.
But look, I mean, you have to give him a pass. He had a wife beater on and his hat, so he meant business.
Yeah.
Well,
What's funny is
it's a really funny look.
that was all based on the Wetner
And suspenders. He'd wear a wife beater and suspenders.
Bro, yeah. Well, you see, he wrote the first draft in 3 days.
Well, he actually had to sell that fucking dog
Oh yeah.
to eat.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
Well, you know where he got the name Balboa from?
Where?
Lake Balboa.
Oh, really?
Because he
That's
lived up there.
it? Okay.
Yeah. It was all based on the Ali Chuck Wepner fight. He watched it on in Cal.
Oh yeah, I know about that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, because you watch that fight, he just goes, "How can I get my fighter to the 15th? I just got to get him to that final round."
Yeah.
And at the end, when he grabs Apollo and he's like, at the end of the fight, and Apollo goes, "I don't want to. There's no rematch." He goes, "I don't want one."
Right.
It wasn't about. It was just proving to him the whole thing of that movie.
They can fight with the big guy.
Yeah.
Big dog, yeah.
And like that was something that resonates in every single fucking person.
Yeah.
That's why that movie's a classic.
Well, I mean, everyone loves the underdog, and
Yeah. The one that the line from the tagline of the movie was his whole life was $1 million to 1 shot. My mom had a big poster of it in her room.
Oh, wow.
Growing up as a kid, so
so you're a big Rocky guy. So I
Yeah.
guess you're more Stallone. I don't know, man.
Yeah,
Arnold for
because
me.
like Arnold, I mean, I like them both. Like I mean,
Yeah, I do like them both.
Yeah,
but
I-
there's no question.
they're my 2 dads.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, they raised me more than my own father.
Yeah,
There's no question. Stallone is like more accomplished in terms of like Hollywood hierarchy, and I mean, obviously they're both mega millions. But
I mean,
but
it's hard to-
Arnold has no Oscar. Like he didn't write a Best Picture.
Okay.
You know what I'm
but you
saying?
know
Like-
what? You know what Sly doesn't have?
What's that?
He wasn't a governor, and he
Good
wasn't
point.
a fucking Mr. Olympian and Mr. Universe.
He didn't marry Kennedy.
He was Schwarzenegger was in the army. He served in the army
Schwarzenegger did? No shit.
in Austria. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well,
Yeah.
dude, that's the fucking Nazi army. We don't
No,
support that
I
here.
think his dad was a Nazi though. This was a different time. No, he went. I saw a thing. He went AWOL while he worked in the tank command. He went AWOL to go, and he like literally hit on like a coal train to go perform in a bodybuilding competition.
Oh wow.
He gets back, and they're going to court martial him, but he goes, no, you can use this as propaganda.
Oh yeah.
Look what the Austrian army did for me.
Yeah, look what the Austrian army looks like. Yeah, all jacked up.
Yeah. So they gave him like a kitchen detail so he could eat more.
Ah, smart.
They let him put his weights in the tank thing, so when he went out on maneuvers, when they had breaks, he could lift weights.
Ah, so they helped him out. Did you ever see Pumping Iron?
Yeah, Louis,
yeah.
Louis. Guy's deaf. Leave him alone. Like the guy's deaf.
Well, that's what I'm saying. There's like video of him bullying a deaf guy.
You know what?
And then he's talking about coming all the time. You see that part? I'm coming in the gym. I'm coming
Milk
home.
is
I'm
for
coming
babies.
everywhere.
Milk is for babies that drink beer and water.
Smoking a joint.
Seriously, man, he's a shit. You know what though? I am that kind of person. Like, I mean, the year that I was at Big Sky and I won, when we got to the final round, I was super confident in myself.
Oh, good.
Because I had done theater audience before, so I knew what to expect. I know a lot of comics hadn't. I knew my material was gonna kill because I'd saved my most endearing, best stuff for last, and I just kind of kept fucking with people.
Nice.
Having fun, teasing, breaking balls. While they're trying to get their head together, I'm trying to not get in it, but just distract them. You know?
Oh, you were trying to do that during the...
I want to win.
Yeah, but the thing about comedy, I haven't done a festival, and I would do them, but I feel like, kind of like the Rocket thing, going there is like meeting other comics, meeting the people in the industry, stuff like that is the benefit of it. Winning is great. Obviously, getting to the end is key, so you can get a big audience. But it's so subjective. Like, I mean, if you do a room full of woke teenagers, they might hate your guts. Like so, it really depends. Like, it's hard to say. Like, as long as I'm doing my material, how could you get in my head? I'm gonna say what I'm gonna say.
I was doing my aneurysm stuff, so I knew.
Okay.
Because everybody was gonna drop bombs. I'm like, I'm dropping leaflets and food.
Okay.
I want to win hearts and minds.
Okay.
Because I knew the material, because I ended the set with.
You did your most likable stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I ended with I lived. That's I talk about the aneurysm. I say I don't want to spoil the end of the story.
Yeah. But
I lived, and I take that back. No, I didn't know that. I didn't know that. I didn't know a callback.
I didn't know you had an aneurysm.
Yeah, when I was 29.
Did you live?
Yeah. If this is hell, it's not that bad. This is hell. It makes more sense. It makes a lot more sense. Because hell is just your career within. You can see a career. Almost touch it. That's where my fingers goes through it. No, I didn't know a callback, and I knew when I dropped the callback, it was gonna hit.
Yeah.
So I was like, I did the callback, and I was like, "You guys have been great, thank you." And I just had to throw one pitch, and I threw it perfectly.
Nice.
That is the one thing I will say about myself. And big moments like that with stand up, I have answered the bell, and that's, so like my hand don't shake.
That's great.
Yeah,
unlike you, I'm a complete fuck up and loser. But
come on, but you're like,
what's gonna happen? We're all gonna die. No one's gonna remember anyway.
Yeah, no, we're all dust, man. Don't
On
you
a happy
see?
note.
We're already. I turned to Little Hamilton. Don't you see? We're already dead.
A lot of movie refs. I didn't know you're such a movie buff. We got to watch some of these old 80s movies together, my friend. That's what we got to do. We got a fistful of mushrooms and watch Commando. Oh, God. Can we do that?
I would be down for that.
Yeah.
Eat some, I love mushroom chocolate.
Oh, nice.
My roommate, JC Karias, comedian.
So funny. That's what we're talking about in Ralph Guerra.
Very funny house. Yeah, Ralph Guerra, my roommate, very funny as well. And even my roommate, Tim, who's not a comedian, can still be a funnier guy.
I heard he's funny. I haven't met Timmy yet.
He's a sweetheart, too. He's in Maine visiting his family, but JC says he calls it IMDb-ism.
Okay.
It's basically he's like, you're a savant with. Well, we were watching like a cartoon. I'm like, oh, that's Xander Berkeley. He's like, who? I'm like, the stepdad from Terminator 2.
I know. Well, I thought it was just porn, but then you got into the regular movies. Like, wow, he knows real movies too.
I have
because your recall of the porn industry was quite
Total
bad.
Recall, 1980.
Yeah, right.
Michael Ironside, Sharon Stone. Definitely.
Another great movie. Yeah, we got to do that. We'll get some mushrooms.
Divorce. Consider this a divorce.
Oh yeah,
shoots her in the head.
He shoots in the head. So
that movie's nuts. When you rewatch that, you're like, holy shit, this movie.
Listen to this. I got a buddy, Tyler. Speaking of eating mushrooms and talking about
the guy that I think
you met Tyler before.
Yeah, I always say he was part of SEAL Team 6.
Yeah.
Like, he looks like a guy.
He looks like a wannabe. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Shout out Tyler.
I always tell him thank you for your service.
Yeah, he's a good dude. But anyways, we're eating mushrooms and we're in the woods in Temecula at a buddy's ranch, sick ranch, Split Rock Ranch. Go check it out if you want to rent a glamping cabin. They're awesome. But we're up there inside eating mushrooms, right? And somehow we start talking about movies in the 80s. Total Recall. Total Recall comes up and Tyler's like, yeah, man. We're like, remember the girl with the 3 tits? He's like, oh yeah, it was so funny. He's like, yeah, dude, I always wondered if those were real. I'm like, what? What do you mean you always wondered
if
they're real?
You're
He's
fired.
Like, yeah, cause like Jeff's like, it's like, dude, if she had 3 tits, she'd be the biggest star in Hollywood. Like,
I think someone did.
Are you insane? Like,
they're actually a real person who got like.
No, but it was obviously a prosthetic tit.
Yeah.
It looked fake. And we're like, we've always wondered. It's like Google's been around for 20 fucking years. You haven't Googled it? Like,
I mean, what about this though? There's all kinds of genetic mutations. So why hasn't that happened? Why isn't that mutation itself happen?
Well, third nipples are very common.
Yeah, third nipples are very common, but like people have
But
like
third titty is not.
No, it's just it's a very weird.
There was a guy with 2 dicks. I read that about in the news once. God. We didn't get to the news this week.
Some guys have all the luck.
I know. We didn't get to the news this week, but we had a good time talking anyway.
Is one for peeing, one for...
Well, I wonder, that's the thing, can he fuck 2 chicks at once? Does he have 4 balls?
No way it gets hard. No way both get hard.
But even if they do, are they positioned such that you could fuck 2 chicks at once?
Or
is it like a
what's the other one
cross?
Connected to? Because there's piping inside there.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. Do you pee out of one and come out of the other? Like, how does it...
Yeah, what... Well,
there's a lot of questions.
It's a conversation for another day.
A lot of questions.
I need to do a lot of research.
I
just don't want to type in Google 2 dicks.
Conjoined
2 dicks men.
Is it conjoined dicks? Like, what do you call it?
Dick eye? Like an
Siamese dicks?
Yeah.
Like, what do you call it?
2 penis fella?
Because you can't say Siamese twins anymore. Dicks be Siamese.
You can't say that anymore?
No.
Oh.
But dicks
I
be...
I didn't say it.
Well, you gotta say conjoined.
Okay.
So
that almost sounds
But
worse.
can you say Siamese dicks?
Well, is he from Siam?
That's good. The dicks are from Siam.
Yeah.
Where is Siam? That's Vietnam, right?
I think so.
Okay.
Yeah.
We gotta get our history straight next time.
Listen,
I loved having you on, dude.
Are we done?
It's been an hour. This guy wants to go home.
I'm so sorry. Oh, we flew right by. We just started talking about porn. Awesome.
We done? You got anything to plug?
Yeah, I'll be at the DC Loft this weekend, so probably won't
dude.
matter. Because this won't go out. When's this coming out?
It'll come out next week.
Next week, I'll be at Madcap's Comedy Club in Daytona Beach, Florida. If you're in the area, if you're in Daytona, come on out.
Oh, fuck yeah, dude. Go see Chris Cope. Daytona.
I'm going to go see my mom, too. I'm surprising her. She doesn't know I'm coming.
I didn't know there was a club up there. My family lives up that way, dude. I got to
Yeah, it's a newer club.
Oh, nice. Let me know how it is. Because my family, like in Titusville, like right by Daytona.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm trying
that's where not Carrot Top, Daniel Tosh is from.
Yeah. Oh, no, she's from Titusville? No.
Yeah, no, it's funny because when I first met him at Comedy Magic Club, I was like, where in Florida are you from? He goes, Titusville. And my face just went,
Titusville,
like
Florida.
That's your reaction to Titusville.
Yeah.
If you know where Titusville is, you go.
Yeah, it's a very obscure place.
And the look on his face is like, oh yeah, so you know
it. Yeah. So there,
I'd
love to go down there so I can
do
perform
it
with them. But
Hit 'em up.
that's it for this, guys. Obviously,
Yay.
Thank you, Chris Cope, for doing it. Follow Chris Cope at Chris Cope, right?
Comedy.
Chris Cope Comedy.
Everything is at Chris Cope Comedy.
At Chris Cope Comedy. Go see him in Dayton, Ohio, Madcap's Comedy Club next week. Madcap?
Daytona Beach.
Daytona Beach.
Not Dayton, Ohio. It's not even the same state.
See, that's what happens when you
Daytona
smoke
Beach.
weed
Yeah.
before the show.
No,
Daytona Beach. We just got done talking about Florida. I'm a
I
fucking
know.
idiot. I'm a fucking idiot.
I'm not judging.
That's it for this one, guys. We love you. Check you next week. Peace.
Bye.